Spirit, I need you to help me reach the collective who really needs to emphasize on their connections at this time. I got the answer for you. So this is in fact part 2 of us emphasizing on your connections. When you get to the end of this video, you're going to find me talking about guiding you through reversing this emotional graph that is creating a blockage in your life and is stopping you from life fulfillment. Okay, so the last thing I was talking about is about pleasure. Listen, it's a divine timing, and everything that I need is already within me. So we'll get back to it. Let's find the pleasure card. Tell us what we need to know, please. Please. The star. Oh, this is the moon. This is about running away, right? Finding distractions. No more running away. No more finding distractions, because this is creating illusion in your life. To the point where it's so much in your nervous system, to the point where you'll tell yourself, I could leave them alone whenever I want to, but I don't want to. But honestly, you can't leave them alone because you have a deep wound, and it's like an addiction. It's an addiction. But this addiction is really harming you, and it's harming your sacral chakra. It's harming your sacral chakra, and right above that is your gut, right? And this is where our ideas build up at. This is where the passion comes from. This is where we should be the most healthiest, because health is literally wealth. The way you seek pleasure is an addiction, and it's harmful for you. You will not feel any better, even health-wise. Maybe mental health disorders, maybe autism, maybe depression, maybe bipolar. You will not feel better in your health if you do not start by acknowledging that you have some problems. And maybe you've acknowledged that you have some problems, but now it's time to go to the next step. What's the next step? Well, what's the next step? Because that's what they stuck at, child. The dog. You know what? Why I thought the moon was the star, and I thought that the dog was the rider. You are really stuck in illusion, and it's creating a loop for you. And it's hard to see the truth. It's hard to really, I've been walking in my purpose, baby. It's really hard to walk into your purpose if you don't even know who you are. And you won't know who you are unless you be honest about who you said you was, that you're not really. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so first of all, not letting third parties get into your head anymore. This is so deep, because we were talking about third parties and how you were the third party having to have both guardians back. Even your sister's back. And both your mom and your sister's back. But either way, you were the third party in there. Now Spirit is saying it's time for you to let go of those third parties in your life, because they are connected and linked to your childhood, which is keeping you stuck. Remember, everything is spiritual before it turned physical. So it's important to detox everything. From your cells, from your mind, from your flesh, from your physical. Yeah, you're gonna have to backtrack. I think you know isolation way too well. Spirit is saying not isolation, child, because you know how you do. Spirit is saying just backtrack a little bit. Just backtrack a little bit. That person is used to you saying yeah, say no. They say confuse the enemy. You don't have to isolate yourself, love. There's no more isolation this time. This time, just take a step back and test the people that surround you. You usually say yeah, say no. How do they make you feel after that? You usually wake up and listen to music first thing in the rising. Say no. Go do a little jog. You usually complain about jogging or running or walking and rising. Say no. And be grateful. Express gratitude and smile that you got both legs. When I got a third-degree burn, I could not be more grateful for hands. I was not able to sweep my room. I was not able to clean my room. I was so depressed. and in pain. I'm so grateful for my hands right now. This scar means everything. But I don't care about how my hand look. This is beautiful to me. I still have my hand. I could still box a hoe. Oh, my bad. Take a step back. Challenge those that surround you, and in the name of you trusting yourself again. Because we were talking about trust. This is all coming back full circle. Like I said, I have everything within me. Thank you. This is all talking about, wow, right. So we're actually reversing some things. Literally, it's like a mirror. Things are reversing for you. And we in the year number 9. You turn it around, it's 6. You turn it again, it's still 9. You could turn that bitch and see some new perspectives, and it could work out in your favor either way. It'll work out in your... Whoa. It'll work out in your favor either way. In the name of your trust. You scratch what you learned about trust in your childhood. What is trust to you? Well, what do you mean, what is trust to me? Or, well, that's simple. Okay, now express it. Trust is when someone can... Trust is when... I don't know. Shit, I gotta ask myself that. What is trust? Write that down in the journal right now, because we're going to do it over on TikTok. Drop some down in the comments, because what is trust to you? Help us out. And whoop these holes with your expression. I'm dead serious. I'm not lying. I'm not playing. Whoop these holes with your expression. Whoop them. Oh, I can't trust you. Bow. Trust is when you say you do what you say you gon' do. And you do it. You ain't do that though. Now I gotta whoop you. Yeah. Express yourself and whoop these holes with your expression. Express yourself and whoop these holes with your expression. Or keep that star mentality with you. Because the foundation was you not feeling like you're the star. And you had to be the star for everybody else. So now you're going to have to say, I'm the main character. You ain't know? I got to show you. It's for the sake of my health. It's for the sake of that addiction that I had about a month ago. Because we're manifesting that shit is out by April. By the end of March. Past tense. It's for the sake of my trust, because if I don't know what trust is, then how do I know that I can trust myself? And if I can't trust myself, then what is life for me? It's for the sake of no longer being a third party, getting dragged in the mud and everything that someone else had going on. What about me? I was just crying in my bed last night, sitting here dark in a room. No one came and checked up on me. What about me? You got to keep that star mentality, love. And you will have stability. Simple. Now, allow me to guide you to life fulfillment. So being openly open to someone's potential or the little good that they have shown you so far, which doesn't outweigh the bad, right? This keeps you overly hung up on the possibilities in your life, which creates fear. Think about what life situations and experiences is linked up to the emotion fear for you. It's tragic, right? Chaotic, messy. So this is what is creating the blockage. You've been holding on for this for so long, to the point where this is a subconscious influence in your decision making. This was preparing you to have this new perspective, which is why I'm here to guide you to life fulfillment. So you've made it, my love. Now it's time to intentionally create a portal and have something tangible to practice so that you can feed your way inside the portal into life fulfillment and ultimately a higher timeline than what you want now. So the new perspective was when the star card came out, with you just realizing that you are in fact the star. Now how this will look like is going to be a reflection of yourself now. It's going to be in like a reverse. So you're not going to be able to run away anymore from the thought of you might not actually be the star, right? At least feeling that way, because that is how the dynamic we were talking about made you feel. There was some point where you were low. in your self-esteem and your confidence in life. You're just low. You have to first acknowledge that. Stop yourself from falling into connections because it is a distraction for you, right? Passionate distraction. It feels good. It feels really passionate. No, this is meant for me. But in fact, it's not meant for you, love, because the passion that is distracting you comes from fear, which is the blockage, right? And so how do we unblock this? One, stop running. Acknowledge. Two, you have to go into a self-concept. Who are you? Who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? Not who do you want to be in somebody else's lenses, but what does it mean for you to be fulfilled in life? And that's what you ask yourself. Now, I want to add this in here. You're going to have to make people stand on how they made you feel. Oh, you're going to have to step on necks of those you've loved for quite some time now. You're going to have to punch them in the throat a little bit, slice them a little bit maybe. You're going to have to shake their world up and be like, no, you remember that thing you did to me? In fact, I did not like it. Or maybe you don't have to bring it up necessarily, but it is time to treat people how they treat you. Not in a way where you are revengeful, but why not? Why not? If it means I get to call my power back in, oh, I'm revengeful. If it means no more low self-esteem, oh, I'm revengeful. I'm revengeful. I'm revengeful, my love. And so, talking about you having this stream dangling in your face, right? It allowed you to be used to the bare minimum, right? And remember, no more neglection. Now you are facing your reflection, right? And so, used to the bare minimum equals you having to just say, bitch, I'm ready to step out my comfort zone in life. Like, this is what you, bitch, I'm ready to step out my comfort zone. Every time you feel somebody giving you the bare minimum, every time you feel yourself accepting the bare minimum, bitch, I'm ready to step out of my comfort zone. I'm ready to step out my comfort zone. Have some type of chant, have some type of affirmation that you would say every time you feel yourself accepting the bare minimum. Love. The ultimate thing is that you're gonna ultimately have to go back into what made you angry. What were you angry about? What were you angry about? And what did you transmute this anger into? Because you still have this blockage. So were you scared to turn this anger into healthy passion? Did you revert this anger into fear for the sake of peace in someone else's life? For the sake of being a piece in somebody else's world? For the sake of being a good person in somebody else's story? It's no more that. Ain't no more that. Ain't no more that. Now I talk more about creating intentional portals on my Instagram, which is simply Above the Matrix. That's it. Above the Matrix is my Instagram, and we get into more about creating intentional portals every day. We're actually on day 2 of our day 7 challenge, to really embrace intentions, right? So here are some traumas that you might be attached to, I feel, or belief systems. We create portals every day. It's time to be intentional about it. It's time to be intentional about it. Being intentional means facing everything so that the next move can be your best move.